This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm JAVIER SOTO with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona, and we start with your voice, your vote. The Associated Press has officially declared Kari Lake as a winner of the Republican primary race for governor. The latest ballot count from the Arizona Secretary of State's office shows her greatly widening her lead over Karen Taylor Robeson. Lake will face Democratic nominee Katie Hobbs in November. Well, now tracking your voice, your vote, and the fallout after issues on Election Day in Pinal County. Tonight, the elections director, David Frisk, is off the job after dozens of polling places ran out of some primary ballots. More than 20 centers either ran out or were short on in-person ballots on primary day. Now Frisk is being replaced by Virginia Ross, who was the county recorder. Ross originally was in charge of elections back in 2014 and 2016, but the growth of the county caused the creation of the elections director role. We're told the change is effective immediately, with the move meant to instill confidence in voters ahead of November. Well, you can find our election coverage online and on our app. Just head to abc15.com/election for complete results and breaking updates as they come in. Well, tonight we've learned a 2-year-old girl is dead after a wrong-way crash on the Loop 303 near Bell Road. The wrong-way driver, a woman in her 70s, also died in that crash. According to DPS, the wrong-way driver was going northbound in the southbound lanes when she hit another car head-on. Inside that car was a mom and 2 kids, a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old. The kids were in car seats, but all 3 people were taken to the hospital. Sadly, that 2-year-old died from her injuries. DPS tells us this is not an area where that wrong-way detection technology is in.
I don't believe on the ramps on this particular area because it's a fairly, we don't have a lot of wrong-way on here. Most of the wrong-way detection are in center Phoenix on I-17 and the I-10.
Tonight, that 8-month-old is still hospitalized. Well, developing nationally now, the Biden administration has now declared monkeypox a public health emergency. More than 6,600 probable or even confirmed cases have been declared across the nation. Declaring a public health emergency helps secure funding to combat the disease. So far here in Arizona, there have been at least 85 cases. While the numbers are small right now, our ABC15 Health Insider says there are things that can be done to be prepared.
What are the symptoms of monkeypox and how do I get it? Those are things that people really should understand. We worry about fever, aching, headache. Those are sort of the early types of symptoms, and then the rash.
While the picture seems scary, experts say the disease does not seem to be a severe or life-threatening type illness. Public health officials say vaccines and other resources are being distributed to those at high risk or people who have underlying conditions. Well, now to monsoon 2022, and many people woke up early by those storms, and hours later, the impact is still being felt. Rain led to flooded roads along the I-17 near Indian School. DPS had to rescue several drivers who tried to make it through that water. And it wasn't just rain causing problems. A Valley man is speaking to ABC15 after capturing the moments after a lightning strike hit a palm tree near Old Town Scottsdale.
Yeah, I was about 30 seconds away from running to my backyard and grabbing my hoses. Luckily, it started to pour pretty heavily at that time.
In the West Valley, a roof at Bashas' on 75th Avenue and Thunderbird collapsed during the storms. They're not sure exactly what the cause was, but the store will remain closed at least for a while.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, tracking your forecast, and a little bit of a quieter forecast here overnight into tomorrow. But it does look like we have at least a slight chance of a few isolated storms to move in. And again, we'll see that slight chance late in the day stretching into tomorrow night here in the valley. Temperatures start out in the 80s, end up right around 100 degrees at lunchtime, and then continue to climb. 105 in that forecast around 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and even greater chances for storms in these areas you see here here shaded in green to our north and east for tomorrow. So all the typical monsoon storm threats will apply. We're tracking the chance for gusty winds, blowing dust and lightning with any of the storms that pop up, and pockets of heavy rain that could lead to flooding, especially near any of our burn scar areas. But again, for the valley, it looks like we'll quiet down a little bit to end the week, but those storm chances will ramp up again over the weekend. We're up to a 40% shot for scattered showers and thunderstorms now Sunday and Monday.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.